Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel BBC Rare Coins. Today we're diving into one of the most iconic and collectible coins in American history, the U.S. wheat penny. Minted from 1909 to 1958, these little copper coins might look ordinary, but some of them are worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. Let's start. Top 1. In the world of American coin collecting, there are stories that captivate the imagination, tales of rare treasures hiding in plain sight, and coins so valuable that their worth defies belief. Today we're diving deep into two incredible pieces of United States history, the 1940 wheat penny and one of the rarest and most valuable quarters ever recorded, a legendary coin that reached an astonishing price of $69,300. These are coins that ordinary people once spent without a second thought. Yet today they stand among the most sought-after treasures in the numismatic world. The journey begins with the 1940 wheat penny, a coin that millions of Americans have held, saved, spent, or forgotten in jars and drawers across the country. On the surface, it looks like a simple copper cent, one of the countless produced throughout the early 20th century. But within this date lies a world of rarity, value, and historical significance. While most 1940 pennies are common, there exist a small number of extraordinarily well-preserved examples. Coins that survive the decades with their original brilliance, razor-sharp details, and untouched surfaces. These high-grade specimens have stunned collectors and auction houses alike, commanding impressive prices and proving that even a 1-cent coin can rise into the realm of high value. Part of the magic of the 1940 wheat penny is the era it represents. Minted just before the United States entered World War II, it stands as a small copper relic of a nation on the brink of global conflict. Over the years, most of these pennies circulated heavily, wearing down the fine details of Lincoln's portrait and the iconic wheat stalks on the reverse. But the few survivors that remained untouched, whether tucked away in original rolls or forgotten in collections, became treasures. With perfect luster, flawless surfaces, and crisp edges, these elite examples have set records and continue to attract collectors who appreciate their combination of beauty, history, and scarcity. But as impressive as the 1940 wheat penny is, the story becomes even more astonishing when we turn to one of the rarest quarters ever to cross an auction block, a coin that soared to a staggering value of $69,300. There are few moments in coin collecting more exciting than when a seemingly ordinary coin reveals itself to be something truly extraordinary. This quarter is one of those moments, a piece so rare that most collectors will never encounter one in their lifetime. Its rise in value comes from a combination of limited survival, exceptional condition, and the intense competition among high-end collectors who want nothing less than the finest examples ever minted. Imagine holding a simple quarter, the kind most of us spend without a second thought, only to discover that it's worth more than a luxury car. That is the reality of this rare coin. When it appeared at auction in exceptional condition, collectors battled fiercely, driving the price into the tens of thousands. The final hammer price, $69,300, cemented its status as one of the most extraordinary and coveted quarters in American history. These stories remind us that the world of coins is far more than metal and mint marks. It's a world of hidden value, forgotten history, and unexpected riches. If a 1940 wheat penny or a rare quarter worth over $69,000 can be hiding in someone's pocket or collection, then the possibilities are endless. Every coin tells a story, and sometimes that story carries both historical weight and financial reward. That's the thrill of the hunt, the excitement that keeps collectors searching rolls, examining jars, and exploring old boxes inherited from relatives. As we uncover these treasures, we're reminded that the past is always within reach. A simple penny or quarter becomes a link to another time, a testament to the craftsmanship and history of the United States Mint, and a symbol of what makes collecting such an exciting adventure. So keep your eyes open, check your change, and never underestimate the value of the coins you hold. Hidden among them might be the next great discovery, one that changes everything. Top 2. There are stories that rise above the rest. Stories of ordinary coins that turned into extraordinary treasures. Today, we're exploring two incredible pieces of United States history, the 1941 wheat penny, a coin that hides surprising value in its rarest forms, and one of the most elusive and valuable quarters ever discovered, a remarkable piece that reached an astonishing $62,300. These coins, once handled casually by millions, now stand as legends in the numismatic community. The journey begins with the iconic 1941 wheat penny. At first glance, it looks like a simple copper cent, one of the countless coins minted during the early years of World War II. But behind its modest appearance lies a world of rarity and value. Most 1941 pennies are common, but only a tiny fraction survived with perfect surfaces, brilliant original luster, and untouched details sharp enough to impress even the strictest graders. These elite examples, preserved through decades of history, have stunned collectors by reaching impressive prices and proving that even a seemingly ordinary penny can transform into a highly valuable collectible. The 1941 wheat penny carries with it the atmosphere of a tense and changing world. America stood on the edge of global conflict, and every piece of currency circulated through hands that lived through uncertain times. As years passed and pennies wore down through heavy use, the surviving pristine examples became true rarities. Their crisp wheat stalks, flawless rims, and mirror-like shine set them apart from the millions that faded into everyday use. Today, collectors chase these exceptional coins, drawn by the blend of history, craftsmanship, and the thrill of discovering something truly special. But if the story of the 1941 wheat penny captures the heart, the tale of the rare quarter valued at $62,300 steals the spotlight. This is one of those coins that seems to defy belief. A simple quarter, a piece most people spend without a second thought. Yet in this rare variation or condition, it becomes a treasure worth more than many luxury cars. This coin reached its legendary price because of extreme scarcity, exceptional preservation, and the fierce competition among collectors who seek the best of the best. Imagine someone unknowingly holding this quarter in a pocket, never realizing it could change their life. That's the excitement that surrounds this remarkable piece. When an example in outstanding condition surfaced, collectors battled for it with intense enthusiasm. Its final price of $62,300 cemented its place as one of the most desirable and highly valued quarters ever recorded. This coin represents the pinnacle of rarity, the kind of treasure hunters dream of finding in old collections, forgotten rolls, or even pocket change. Together, the 1941 wheat penny and the $62,300 quarter show just how unpredictable and thrilling coin collecting can be. Behind every coin lies a story, and sometimes that story carries immense value. These coins are reminders that history isn't just something we read about, it's something we can hold in our hands. They teach us that the smallest objects can hold the biggest surprises, and that you never know when a simple coin might turn out to be a priceless piece of the past. Every collector knows the thrill of searching through old jars, inherited boxes, and rolls of coins from the bank. It's the thrill of possibility, the chance that a forgotten treasure might be waiting. Whether it's a pristine 1941 wheat penny with unmatched detail or a rare quarter valued at tens of thousands of dollars, the world of coin collecting rewards curiosity, patience, and attention to detail. Stories like these remind us why the hobby continues to grow. People are fascinated by the idea that life-changing discoveries can be hiding in plain sight. And as long as coins continue to circulate, the potential for new finds will always be alive. So keep searching, keep exploring, and keep checking every penny and quarter that crosses your path, because the next great discovery might be waiting right where you least expect it. Top 3. We're diving deep into two extraordinary treasures. The 1944 wheat penny, one of the most talked about coins of its era, and a rare quarter so valuable that a single example reached an unbelievable $59,900. These are the coins that take ordinary American change and elevate it into the realm of legends. The story begins with the 1944 wheat penny, a coin born in the final years of World War II, during a time when the world was shifting dramatically. Millions of wheat pennies were minted in 1944, but only a tiny number have survived in truly exceptional condition. These top-tier examples, preserved with perfect surfaces, blazing original luster, and sharply defined details, have captured the imagination of collectors everywhere. While the average 1944 penny may be common, The highest graded examples, those untouched by circulation and protected for decades, have become treasures worth far more than their face value ever suggested. The 1944 wheat penny represents a fascinating moment in American history. Copper was needed for the war effort. People were rationing materials, and every coin carried a sense of purpose. Over the decades, most of these pennies passed through countless hands, slowly wearing away the fine lines of Lincoln's portrait and the wheat stalks on the reverse. That's what makes the surviving pristine examples so special. They stand as time capsules, offering a glimpse into the past in a condition that almost feels impossible. These rare, high-quality specimens command strong prices, and every collector dreams of finding one in a forgotten jar or inherited collection. But as impressive as the 1944 wheat penny is, the spotlight today also shines on one of the most remarkable quarters ever discovered, a coin that reached an incredible value of $59,900. This isn't just any quarter. It's a coin so rare, so pristine, and so fiercely sought after that collectors went to battle over it, driving its value into the tens of thousands. It's the kind of coin that transforms the familiar into the extraordinary, proving that even the most ordinary denomination can become a world-class treasure. Imagine holding a simple quarter in your hand, something so common you might drop it in a vending machine without a second thought. Now imagine that same quarter turning out to be worth nearly $60,000. That's the magic of rarity, condition, and historical significance coming together in one incredible piece. When this rare quarter appeared at auction, it stunned the collecting community. Its immaculate surfaces, sharp strike, and near-perfect preservation set it apart from almost every other example known. As bidding intensified, its value soared, and it became one of the most celebrated quarters ever offered. These two coins, the 1944 wheat penny and the $59,900 quarter, remind us why coin collecting is more than a hobby. It's an adventure, a treasure hunt, a journey into history where the smallest objects can hold monumental stories. Every coin has a past, and sometimes that past turns out to be far more valuable than anyone ever expected. Collectors know the thrill of searching through change, old boxes, inherited jars, and rolls of coins from the bank. That feeling of excitement, of possibility, is what drives the passion for discovery. Maybe it's a mint-state 1944 penny with glowing luster, or maybe it's a rare quarter that breaks records and captures headlines. The truth is, you never know what extraordinary piece might be hiding in the most ordinary places. These coins stand as a reminder that treasures still exist, waiting to be found. Every penny and every quarter has the potential to be something more than just pocket change. So keep looking, keep exploring, and keep checking every coin that comes your way. The next great discovery might be sitting quietly right in your hands, waiting for the moment when its true value finally shines. Top 4. We explore two incredible treasures from United States history. The 1956 wheat penny, a coin with surprising potential in its rarest forms, and an extraordinary quarter that shocked collectors when it soared to a staggering $56,900. These two pieces show that even the most familiar coins can become legends. Let's begin with the 1956 wheat penny, one of the final years of the classic wheat cent design. At first glance, it looks like any other penny from the era, copper, familiar, and widely circulated. But hidden within this date are exceptionally rare examples that survive the decades in virtually flawless condition. While the majority of 1956 pennies endured years of use, losing detail and luster, a select few remained untouched, stored away in rolls, envelopes, or original mint sets. These pristine coins display stunning shine, crisp wheat stalks, and razor-sharp detail, making them highly prized among collectors. The beauty of the 1956 wheat penny lies not just in its design, but in its symbolism. This penny represents the end of an era, the final chapter of a coin that Americans had carried since 1909. After nearly half a century of production, the wheat cent design was nearing its conclusion, and these late-date examples embody that transition. The finest surviving specimens, those with blazing original luster and the highest grade surfaces, have captured the attention of collectors who understand just how rare true perfection is. These coins, once worth only a cent, now carry values that reflect the respect and admiration they have earned through time. but as impressive as the 1956 wheat penny can be in its best form. The spotlight grows even brighter when we turn to one of the most remarkable quarters ever to appear on the collector's market, a coin that reached an incredible $56,900. This is not just a quarter. It is a masterpiece of rarity, condition, and historical fascination. A coin so extraordinary that when it appeared at auction, it set off a bidding frenzy that few expected. Imagine holding a simple quarter, something most people would drop in a parking meter or use for a quick purchase, and discovering that it is worth more than a luxury car. That is the astonishing reality behind this rare piece. Its exceptional condition, nearly flawless surfaces, and remarkable preservation set it apart from almost every other quarter of its kind. Collectors recognized its significance immediately, and as the bidding climbed higher and higher, this quarter cemented its place as one of the most valuable examples ever known. This coin stands as a testament to the power of rarity. It reminds us that behind every denomination, no matter how ordinary, there can be a story of extreme scarcity and immense worth. A simple quarter, preserved in extraordinary condition and discovered decades later, became a treasure that captured the imagination of collectors worldwide. Together, the 1956 wheat penny and the $56,900 quarter reveal the heart of coin collecting, the thrill of discovery. These coins teach us that the smallest objects can carry huge stories. They may sit quietly in a drawer, rest at the bottom of a jar, or hide among thousands of ordinary pieces, but the moment they are recognized, their true value shines. Every collector knows the excitement of searching through old change, family collections, or rolls from the bank. The possibility that a rare penny or an extraordinary quarter could be waiting is what keeps the adventure alive. These coins prove that treasures are still out there, waiting for someone with a curious eye and a bit of luck to uncover them. So keep checking your change. Keep exploring those old boxes, and never underestimate the coins that pass through your hands. Somewhere out there, another remarkable discovery is waiting. Just like the 1956 wheat penny in its finest form and the rare quarter that soared to $56,900. The next great treasure might be closer than you think. Top 5. We're taking a deep dive into two remarkable pieces of United States history. The 1957 wheat penny, a coin that holds surprising value in its rarest and most pristine forms, and an exceptional quarter that stunned the collecting world when it reached a breathtaking $52,100. These coins prove that even the smallest pieces of metal can carry stories worth far more than their face value. Let's begin our journey with the 1957 wheat penny, one of the final chapters in the long-running wheat cent series. This penny is familiar to collectors and casual coin enthusiasts alike, yet hidden within this date lies a class of rare treasure. While millions of 1957 pennies were minted and spent across the country, only a tiny fraction survived in truly extraordinary condition. Coins preserved with flawless surfaces, brilliant luster, and sharp, crisp details that look as if they were struck yesterday. These top-grade examples stand out because time has spared them. They were tucked away in original rolls, sealed in envelopes, or saved by collectors who recognized the importance of the final wheat cent years. Their surfaces shine with the warm glow of copper, their wheat stalks stand tall and clean, and Lincoln's portrait remains sharp and proud. These are the coins that capture attention, command high prices, and elevate the 1957 wheat penny from a simple piece of pocket change to a prize worth seeking. The 1957 wheat penny also represents a closing era. Only a couple of years remained before the wheat design would be replaced, ending nearly half a century of American coinage history. Collectors cherish these later dates because they symbolize the conclusion of an iconic chapter. The finest examples continue to set records, showing that beauty, preservation, and historical significance can make even a 1-cent coin exceptionally valuable. But as impressive as the 1957 wheat penny can be, the spotlight grows even brighter when we turn to one of the rarest and most astonishing quarters ever to appear at auction, a coin that soared to an unbelievable $52,100. This extraordinary quarter didn't reach its value through hype or legend alone. It earned its place through a combination of rarity, immaculate condition, and a story that electrified the collecting community. Imagine holding a quarter that looks ordinary at first glance, just a simple, everyday coin. Now imagine discovering that this small piece of metal is worth over $50,000. That is the power of rarity. That is the power of perfection. When this exceptional quarter emerged, collectors were stunned by its clarity, its sharp strike, and its near-perfect preservation. It was a coin that defied expectations. One of the finest known examples of its kind. As bidding began, collectors recognized the magnitude of what they were witnessing. The price climbed higher and higher until the final hammer fell at $52,100. This moment cemented the quarter's legacy as one of the most valuable pieces of circulating United States coinage ever recorded. It stands today as a reminder that even the coins we take for granted can become masterpieces when fate preserves them under the right conditions. Together, the 1957 wheat penny and the $52,100 quarter paint a vivid picture of what makes coin collecting so thrilling. These coins teach us that value isn't always obvious. Sometimes it hides in the shine of copper, the perfection of a mint strike, or the survival of a coin against all odds. They remind us that history can fit in the palm of our hand, and that treasures are not always buried. They sometimes sit quietly in jars, drawers, and collections, waiting for someone to recognize their worth. Collectors search through rolls, pocket change, old boxes, and family heirlooms with one hope in mind: the chance of discovering something extraordinary. And as these two coins prove, that hope is not misplaced. The next rare penny or valuable quarter could be waiting right where you least expect. So keep your eyes open, keep collecting, and keep searching. The next great discovery might be one coin away.